Hello there. Today I want you to meet Jimmy. Jimmy is 16 years old when he falls in love with the guitar. A harmless hobby, just like stamp collecting or uranium enrichment. It starts simple, borrowed strings, sore fingers, and late nights in his bedroom playing the same chord progression over and over. And over. And over. Until it finally sounds like something resembling music. He writes songs about school, about his mom working late, or about the girl who stood next to him at the bus stop every morning and never once realized he existed. Ah, youth, you never let us down. The songs aren't perfect, but they're honest, and in today's world, that's practically a controlled substance. When he's not in class, Jimmy is gigging wherever he can. Coffee shops, open mics, half-empty bars that don't ask too many questions about his age or his bedtime. He always shows up early, sets up his cheap little tripod, wipes off his phone camera lens, and adjusts the angle. Not because anybody asked him to, but because maybe this time someone will notice. And now we turn our attention to Big Frank. Big Frank is 40 years old. When he was 16, he wanted to be Jimmy. The stage, the crowd, the feeling of making something that mattered. But then came the bills. Fear, and the horrifying realization that health insurance costs money for some reason. Now Frank sits in front of a glowing monitor, typing magic words into AI music generators, sad indie rock anthem, catchy pop chorus, or viral TikTok hooks. The machine hums, the song appears, and they are clean, they are polished, but they are emotionally vacant. A lot like when you see people sitting at the DMV. Frank uploads them, they perform well, and some even go viral. Money rolls in, and Frank leans back in his chair and tells himself, "Ah, this counts." We now return to Jimmy. His videos don't perform. 10 views, 20 views, sometimes 100, if the algorithm feels generous, that is. He pours his heart out into rooms that barely listen, and uploads anyway, week after week, month after month. Then one night, after another quiet gig, and another quiet upload, Jimmy sits on his bed, guitar resting against his chest. Then he starts playing again. Not for YouTube, or not for money, and not even for the fame. Just to get the feeling out. He writes until his fingers hurt. Before going to sleep, he uploads the song. No expectations, and no hope left to spend. Just all out of pure habit. One last Hail Mary attempt. But what's this? The next morning, his phone awakes him. Buzzing and buzzing. Notifications stack faster than he can read them. His song is everywhere. Millions of views, millions of streams. Strangers saying his lyrics made them cry. People asking how a kid with a cheap guitar just emotionally destroyed them before breakfast. Jimmy sits on his bed shaking, laughing, trying very hard not to cry like a cartoon character who just won the lottery. For the first time, he thinks, maybe this is real. Maybe I belong here. And like every true artist, he immediately goes back to work. Let a boy, Jimmy. So let's see how Big Frank handles this. Big Frank refreshes his dashboard. Jimmy's song passes his, then doubles it, then triples it. Frank stares at the screen, opens a new prompt window, types a few words, deletes them, types again, and deletes again. For the first time, Big Frank learns something no machine has ever taught him. No prompt can create hunger, and no prompt can generate doubt. No prompt can fake 16 years of hope, failure, and stubborn belief. And more importantly, no machine can replicate the heart of a kid with a guitar and a dream. That'll do it for today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to tune in next time when Big Frank tries jazz. Civilization may not survive.